your host for the Go Home edition of ECW Capacity Crown here, coming to you from Rockford, Illinois. And this is what we have in store for you tonight. Extreme Rules match. But first, Rikishi, Tommy Dreamer going one-on-one in a return back from last week. That's here tonight. And then, speaking of the Extreme Rules match, the #1 contender and the ECW champion faces off against the Big Show and Kane, Raven and Tajiri opponents in just 5 days at Unforgiven. So sit back and enjoy this edition of ECW. Glad you can join us.
Desperate for a hero comes a man, strong, lightning fast, and unyielding in his fight for good.
Weighing 215
There's a hurricane
pounds,
coming
the
through.
Hurricane!
We're gonna kick things off with the Hurricane, set to go one-on-one with the Miz. And you know the Miz is PO'd. Well, I know for a fact he's PO'd after not being on ECW last week in front of his hometown crowd of Cleveland. Let's see if the Miz will take out his aggression out on the Hurricane.
And introducing the opponent from the Buckeye State, Ohio, the Mind.
As you see the Miz making his way towards the ring, he looked very irate. As we getting ready to kick off this edition of ECW Capacity Crowd here in Rockford, Illinois. Glad you can join us. We're just 5 days away from Unforgiven. And Tim White, the official for this opening contest, and the Hurricanes wasted no time. Drop kick, blocked out of the way. And the Miz puts down the Hurricane. That nice slam drop kick connects that time. Let's see if the Hurricane can keep the Miz off his feet. Down goes the Miz. Just seconds into this opening match. And the Hurricane doesn't follow up. Or try to follow up. The Miz was in the corner. And the Miz right now not putting in any offense here. As the Hurricane continues to punches directly to the head. And has that arm bar locked in too close to the ropes, however. The Hurricane now. Back body drop. And the Hurricane with an elbow drop. Back to a vertical base. The Miz now in trouble. And the Hurricane showing this Capacity Crowd here in Rockford. Goes back to the back body drop. Elbow drop does not connect that time. Irish whip. Into an arm drag. Back up to a vertical base, the Miz. Do another back body drop. Follow up again with an elbow drop. The Miz is back up. And that neck breaker. And the Hurricane going up top. What's he looking to do here? Jumping drop kick off the top turnbuckle. And the Miz could be in trouble here. And the Miz definitely in trouble. Back to the armbar. And you hit the Miz screaming in agony and pain there. Caught up in the ropes. This has definitely been a one-sided affair here. And down goes the Miz. But he's back up. And he's going for the Shining Wizard, and he connects. 1, he gets 3, and the Hurricane opens up this edition of ECW with the victory. Let's take a look at some of these highlights here. As you see, the Miz falls down there, gets that arm bar, and then catches him here, and then followed up with the Shining Wizard. Is 1, 2, 3 for the Hurricane here in this edition of ECW. What a win for the Hurricane. Well, still to come tonight, Raven teams up with the Japanese Buzzsaw to take on the Big Show and Kane in an ECW Extreme Rules match. That's still to come here tonight on ECW. Well, coming up next, Tommy Dreamer takes on Rikishi one more time in a return match from last week. That's next on ECW. On the next edition of Friday Night SmackDown, Brock Lesnar is in the house, but with Unforgiven just less than 3 days away, will he be granted another match with Goldberg? Find out. Plus, AJ Styles takes on Raw Van Dam in a #1 contenders match for the U.S. title. Who's going on to face Matt Morgan at Unforgiven? You do not want to miss the next edition of Friday Night SmackDown, exclusively on YouTube. We continue in this edition of ECW with the Innovator of Violence.
On the way to the ring from Yonkers, New York, weighing 234 pounds, Tommy Dreamer.
Last week, ECW original Tommy Dreamer losing to Rikishi. On this very same program, Tommy Dreamer wants another opportunity to put down the bad man.
And introducing the opponent weighing 350 pounds, Rikishi.
Of course, Rikishi is looking to get back in the hunt, get another shot at the ECW Championship after he was unsuccessful at SummerSlam. And what a way he can do that by putting down Tommy Dreamer one more time here on this edition of ECW. As you see the crowd here acknowledging Rikishi here in this return matchup from last week's program. Here we go. I see no referee in the ring. And Tommy Dreamer looking to go to work. Kevin handing a note. This is now a tables match. So Rikishi and Tommy Dreamer going one-on-one here in a tables match. So the first man to go through a table, or should I say the first man to put his opponent through the table, and Samoan drop by Rikishi. Back onto a vertical basis, Tommy Dreamer. Punch to the top of the head. Again, back to what I was saying. This is now a tables match between Rikishi and Tommy Dreamer. This should be interesting here. The table match favors the ECW original. And Rikishi sits on the cavity chest of one Tommy Dreamer. If this was a normal matchup, he probably would have had 3 right there. Rikishi now puts down Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer in trouble. Clothesline over the top. And Rikishi bouncing off the ring ropes. And Tommy Dreamer knows exactly what he needs to do here. Slides the table into the ring. Catches Rikishi running over to him. Rikishi puts Tommy Dreamer flat on his back. Pulls out another table. Looks like he's getting ready to set it up. Tommy Dreamer won't allow him to do that just yet. Now he set up the table. Rikishi is wasting no time trying to get this match over quickly as possible. Rikishi puts down Tommy Dreamer. I think he'll have to wear down Dreamer a little bit more before putting him through that table, or try to anyway. Has a bear hug locked in. No referee around. And Rikishi rolls back into the ring after Dreamer. Dreamer gets hit. And now followed up with a DDT by the former #1 contender. Back to the bear hug. This is exactly what you need to do to wear down the ECW original. Rikishi, tummy drop. Setting up the table inside the ring as well. Dreamer could be in trouble here. What's Rikishi looking to do here? Tommy Dreamer with a short range clothesline. Let's see if that's the opening that he needed to get back into this match. Clothesline is taken down. Sets the table back up. Rikishi. Reversal. Sends Rikishi into the corner. Clothesline sending Rikishi over the top. And had a table been right there, he could have went right through the table. There's no more tables. At least on that side of the ring. Tommy Dreamer almost went through the table, Rikishi. He just had a little bit more angle, Tommy Dreamer. And pulls him by the head, takes him down. Gets caught into a Samoan drop. And Rikishi now on the verge of having Dreamer get put through this table. Clothesline take him down. Pulls Tommy Dreamer down yet again. Going with the single leg Boston Crab. DDT and Rikishi puts Tommy Dreamer through the table. Let's take a look at some of these highlights. Still on the chest cavity, but DDT right through the table. Coach Rikishi, huge win. Still to come here tonight. Extreme Rules match, tag team match. Big Show and Kane were disqualified. Let's see what happens here later on tonight. Back here on ECW with the Irishman Finlay on his way to the ring.
On the way to the ring from Scotland, Foley.
And this is another return bout from last week's programming, as Finlay is on his way to the ring to take on Vladimir Kozlov. Of course, Kozlov got the win last week, and so you know Finlay is looking for another battle against the Russian Nightmare here on ECW.
And introducing the opponent from Russia, Victor Hasdal.
Vladimir Kozlov. Let's see if he can continue his dominance here on Finlay. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. Wait a minute! Finlay with a huge clothesline.